Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is that time of the every even-numbered month again when double special banners happen. Normally I do try and get this video out a little bit sooner than like a couple days before. Usually I aim for like the beginning of the month. However, I have just had so much personal stuff going on, mostly work related. I have just been so strapped for time, and I'm so sorry that I haven't gotten this out sooner. But if you're still excited for double special banners, be sure to subscribe. And if you are already subscribed, you don't need to do anything else. You are perfect, my friend. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at what last month's double special was, what this month's, or not last month, August? Months don't mean anything anymore. What August's double special banner was, my prediction for this month, which is October, what that looks like, and then kind of in the second half of the video taking a look at what's possible to come and where we're kind of landing. Because if you didn't know, double special banners started in December of 2019, which means October of 2020, which is the now time, it's where we're here now. That means that we've come full circle because they happen every other month, and there's 6 of them total for the year. Whoa, crazy! So this is it. This is the last within a year's cycle that we're getting. Exciting stuff, I know. So let's go ahead and hop in. It'll be good times. Last month, let's look at what we had. Now, if you didn't know, this is exactly what I had written down on my notes, but I changed my thought last second and was like, I wonder if they'll introduce brides and put Bride Fjorm on there. And they didn't, and they put they put Spring Bruin. I was like, because you know they have done four reps before, and I thought maybe they'll do that. They'll introduce the thing. They didn't do that. They just pulled from an old unit, which in retrospect does make a lot more sense because while the present year special banners get twice a year treatment, everybody else is pretty much just once a year at this point. So it makes sense that they would throw some old ones back into the pool, just for the sake of exposure, if nothing else. So last month we did have Anna, New Year Anna. We had a bunch of springtime units, pretty much all of them. And then a roundabout summary of who we were missing from Valentine's. And that pretty much caught us up for the most part. The one thing that they did do that I didn't think they'd do was they put Spring Est instead of Spring Narcian. I didn't think they'd do that because I knew that Young Marth, or Anniversary Marth, whatever you want to refer to him as, I knew that he was coming up, and I was like, well, would they put 2 4-stars on the banner? Yeah, I think they're probably going to do that now. So, Est was the last time, which means Narcian is the only spring unit that we have left from this year who has not been repeated yet. Valentine's is done. I'm checking notes down here whilst I talk to y'all because I don't want to give you bad info. And then, of course, coming up after the anniversary banner, once spring is done, we then have brides. So, what does that look like, you ask? It looks a little something like this, which, by the way, I changed the format. I don't know if you all dig this, but I find it a little bit easier, at least, to make to make slides with. So hopefully the color coordination appeals to your senses. So this is my October prediction. It's pretty basic. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's pretty basic. We do have the cardinal rule of must represent 3 banners at all times. So we have Spring Narcian. We have all the anniversary units, that being Merrick, Pala, who was a duo, by the way, Sita, and then, Marth, who is there. So the thing that you'll notice here is we've got 2 4-star units, which isn't a bad thing. I genuinely think that the double specials kind of, if you're after a 4-star unit, you have a better chance of getting that unit. And if you get a 5-star in the process, that's good also. Like, if I were trying to plus 10 a Marth right now and I got a Sita who's absolutely stupid good, I wouldn't be upset necessarily. You know? Same with Narcian, for example. If I was trying to get a bunch of Narcians and then I ended up getting, I don't know, Duo Pala, I'd be like, alright, well, you know what? Could have been worse. Could have been worse. So, I genuinely think that these double specials cater to the 4-stars more. So, if we have more 4-stars on the banner, that's not a bad thing. Unless, of course, you don't care about the 4-star, in which occurrence this means nothing to you. So, we've also got Merrick and Bride Nyla in green. So there we have the full completion here. So we've got Brides rounding out our third category. Duo Micaiah in the bottom. And then what I think they're probably going to do is show Fjorm this time around. And the reason that I say that is the next set of banners that we're going to be looking at is Summer. And do you know who would come next in the colorless pool for Summer? That would be Harmonized Mia. And, you know, call me pessimistic, if you will. But I do not think that, number one, they would put 2 duo units and a harmonized unit on a single double special banner. That would be too absurd. And 2, I don't think that they would pair a duo unit with a harmonized unit in the same color pool. So imagine having Bride Micaiah and Harmonized Mia both in the colorless pool where you're locked and you can only get one of those 2 5-star units whenever you get a 5-star colorless. That seems way too good to be true. And so I don't think they're going to do that. I think what they'll do is they'll put Bride Fjorm in here, kind of like I was thinking last time, but now that we've seen what they did with Bruno, it's kind of more... It makes more logical sense that they would put Fjorm in there, who was last year's Bride colorless. So I think that's probably where they're headed. Again, the alternative, way too good. Just way too good. If it happens, Mazel Tov, you know? I won't be upset. But I don't think they'll do it. I don't see the reason why they would do that, given the banners that they have coming up. So that is my October prediction. That is what I think we're going to see this time around. Let's take a quick retrospective as to December's banner, which was December 2019, appropriately labeled so you don't get confused. I'm always looking out for you. So yeah, this was our first double special banner. I know it feels like forever ago because 2020 feels incredibly short and everlasting in the same time-space continuum. But here we are. This is what it looked like. So we had the picnic representation. We had a single, well, two summer reps, mostly brides. And then, of course, we had a couple dancers as well. And that's pretty much what we had. This banner specifically was a catch-up for what was not included on the legendary and mythic banners back when they were doing that. So if you're relatively new to the game, you probably didn't know. Monthly banners with the new legendary and mythic units, they used to include, instead of mostly 5-star exclusive normal units, 5-star exclusive seasonal units. And they stopped doing that and started doing these double specials. And now you're pretty much caught up. So these were kind of the catch-all mixed with some older units from the years prior banner that would help introduce who was coming in February. So what this mostly means, and I say mostly very loosely, this is kind of where I expect us to be in December when they have the next double special. And it makes a little bit of sense, right? Because the next banners that we actually have coming up are the 2 summer, the pirates, and the dance banner. So that's kind of where that is looking right now, kind of, sort of. I mean, I know you can see we have brides. We've also had some oddballs thrown in here. We probably would be a lot closer to that if we didn't have the anniversary units making their appearance, which I'm pretty sure they're going to be making an appearance. I hope that they're going to be making an appearance. Maybe they won't, but they might, and they probably will. If they don't, then I would expect a lot more units from Summer in October, and maybe a couple of Pirates as well. But this is primarily where I think we're going to end up in December. And the reason for that being is in February, which is months from now, I understand. But February was pretty much just catch up of Summer and Dance. And then I think there was a Halloween unit thrown in there too. Replace Halloween with Pirates basically, and you've got everything figured out. So because we get double focus every other month, and we relatively have a special banner every month, roughly, we should kind of be on track to keep this pace. So the same types of units that show up this October are likely to show up again next October. Probably minus anniversary, unless they do an anniversary every spring, but I doubt that that will happen. So I feel pretty confident that this is where we're headed. It makes a lot of sense to me. But if something goes tragically wrong, I once again have you covered. So these are some possibles. Don't take the actual character art for granted here. This is just banner representation as it is. So we've got some from June Summer, we've got some from July Summer, and then of course Pirates and Dance. That's kind of who we're looking at for December. Again, if they do not include anniversary units in October, then they're probably going to have some of those this month instead. But I think that's probably where we're ending up in December. And there's a lot of possibilities with that also, because you can see there's a lot of overlap between what was in 2019 and what I'm expecting to see representation from in 2020 for December. So I feel like it's lining up pretty nicely. I feel pretty confident in telling you that if you are interested in any of the units I have listed for October, or anybody in December, I would wait until the banner is revealed, and I would maybe hold on to your orbs. Specifically because I don't know what's happening with the anniversary banner. Again, it's not like a seasonal where every year you have Easter, right? And so bunny units come back every Easter. Not every year is an anniversary year, and so I don't know that we'll have the young group of mystery come back. I don't know. They're probably the rarest of the seasonals at this point. Kind of like Duo Ephraim is the rarest duo at this point. So that's where we're sitting. That's where I'm at. I think it makes sense, and I'm happy with where we landed. So if you are excited about double specials, let me know what you are hoping to see on the banner and what you may pull for if it shows up. Of course, leave a like on the video if it helped you. Be sure to share it if you like. We are trying to hit 10K subs at some point. I don't know when that's going to happen. Probably not by the end of the year at this rate. But I do have special videos lined up for every 1,000 that we hit. So if you're down for that, be sure to subscribe and come on back, because there will be more stuff happening. I may or may not be trying to plan daily content for every day in November. We'll have to see. You'll have to come back and find out how that tire fire goes. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. There may be a live stream tomorrow. There may be one on Sunday, so keep your eyes peeled. I don't know yet. I'm just tossing it out there. Thanks for hanging. Stay safe. And until then, I will catch you next time.